Welcome to the Bonus Marks Weekend on DCUO. I'm Rock Var, here live on Var Nation. Thank you for joining me live on Var Nation. Sorry it took so long. I know I said a little while ago that I was getting ready to go live, and then it took me some time, and that is because I've been trying all flippin' day. Oh, Blue Marvel found out for himself. Good job, dude, because I don't have a way to type to you, unfortunately. I've been trying all flippin' day to get my wife's PlayStation 3 to download the game assets for DCUO. I deleted the game from the PlayStation last night. Thought that it was re-downloading. When Bodhi woke us up this morning at the crack of dawn, she checked, and it had the stupid error, unable to download game assets again. So, this morning, before work, I woke up, and I deleted the game again. So I've now deleted the game DCUO from our PlayStation 3 2 times in the past 12 hours. I then re-downloaded the game. As soon as we start the game, it says it runs a scan, checking for game assets. It starts downloading. It took us probably 45 minutes to get to 1%, and then it kicked us out and said unable to load game assets. We then restarted it. Through this whole process throughout the day, by about 6:30 this evening, we were at 5%. From about 6:30 until now, I have restarted the download using the 4 triggers, the 4 trigger hold. I don't know what that's called, but holding the 4 triggers all at once. I have restarted that download at least 8 times, and every time it loads back up to where it previously got to, which is 5%, but it's not moving forward, and it'll sit there for probably 5-10 minutes at 5%, and then we'll get the error again, unable to download game assets. So I don't know if there is something wrong with our PlayStation. It's not the internet. The internet's fine. I'm playing on it right now with the PS4. Never have problems downloading anything with the PS4 as far as DC Universe Online goes. In fact, we had an update today that that I was able to successfully download, or else I wouldn't be here. So that has been my frustration, but thank you for joining us on the stream. Tonight, we are checking out a couple of different things, but I'm starting out with my new tune that I just created when membership perks. Bodhi's going to join me here. My membership perks, I've been saving up my loyalty points, and so when my renewal period or whatnot happened the other day, I ended up with enough loyalty points that I thought I could spend 500. I think I've got like 1,200 left. I spent 500 loyalty points. I got an extra character slot. I now have 17 characters. My wife beat me to the punch. She had 17 characters before I did. But I now have 17 characters, and I created my new tune that I will be turning into a water healer / DPS. Probably mostly DPS with this guy, but he will also be a healer. I'll play roles with him for sure. Tempest JLU. Welcome to the stream, Tempest JLU. I dig this tune. I know he doesn't look a whole hell of a lot like Tempest right now. I'm going to work on that. I just really wanted to get him made, get the name. I was kind of shocked that I got the name, and my whole plan was to just make the tune, and because, you know, we got the free power respec token from DCUO whenever they did the stat revamp. So my plan was, I was kind of wanting to hold on to that and keep it for Rock, and, you know, if I wanted to change him to water powers, I would. But what I've decided now, because I started this tune, I was going to just make him. He was just going to be a shell, basically, character to save the name, because I wanted Tempest JLU to be his name. And then the day that water comes out, I was going to delete him real quick, remake him, and make him with water so that I didn't have to use my respect token. See what I'm getting at? Lida looked at me funny, and I'm hoping she gets what I was trying to do. You get what I'm trying to do? Well, I liked it. I've liked playing it, this character, just this short time that I have. I mean, I'm only a level 4. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep him, and I'll use my power respect token on the day of launch to switch him to water. Because right now he's ice. Because, you know, super cooling water is a power that Tempest has. And so I thought that, you know, since he does things like basically throw snowballs, he basically throws a snowball at his enemies. I thought that could actually be something Tempest would do, or stuff like that. So I just kind of made him. I didn't really go all out though with the costume, because yeah, it was an excuse to use the Aquaman emblem, which Tempest doesn't actually wear, so that's not fitting at all, but I thought it was cool looking, so I used it. I think that the blue glowing hand blasters, because Tempest would shoot blasts of water, I'm guessing she would shoot blasts. I read that somewhere, I think. So hand blasters was what I went with him. And so that looks kind of cool. Looks kind of like waterish. Of course, the Seafoam Aura, got to have that on a water tune. Outside of that, though, I just went with the basic blue and light blue look, because I can't quite get his outfit. The outfit that I'm going to go for is it's pretty much the water, like the Atlantean one that we have that's made of water. I mean, that's pretty much what he wears for his top in the version that I'm going for. So I'll get that for him going, and I'll change the hair. I'll do like the brushed hair, and so it's kind of sloppy looking, and we'll do him up. We'll make him look like Tempest. I also made him skimming, and I made my skimmers blue, because I thought, you know, this guy can create whirlpools and whatnot, so I would assume that he could, and this is going way outside of the realm of this character because it's not a power that he possesses, but I would think if he could manipulate water, he could use it kind of like Magneto uses metal, use the water to hover on and kind of lift up the water and stand on it. So that's kind of, I couldn't figure out what movement mode to really use for him because of that, and it kind of, so that's what I went with. We'll see. I may change that, I may not. But Tempest really not, the Tempest that I'm going for, not the look, but the powers, is more like what we saw in Young Justice, where he's more of, you know, he can actually manipulate the currents and stuff like that. The Tempest in the comics doesn't do that so much. He can make whirlpools and stuff like that, but most of his powers have to do with kind of shooting beams out of his eyes and whatnot. So that I didn't really want to do that either. So pretty much I'm just going to use this kick-ass name for a water tune and then make him what I want. Because when water powers come out, you know, he is, I'm going with, like I said, the Young Justice, where he studied under Mera. He's a wizard, so to speak, of water, kind of a thing. So yeah, we'll see if we like it. So that's this tune. I don't know if I'll actually do much leveling up of him on the stream. This is probably going to be one of those things that I just hit it hard outside of stream time. That way by the next time you guys see him, he's like a level 100 or something. Or I may just, if I can, level him straight up to 100. Because that's an option now in the game, and that could be cool, just so that I can have him done. But he'll end up being in my JLU Legends league once I can get Lida in the damn game, so that she can invite me. I will have him in that league. Maybe. I've gotten a couple league invites from some pretty cool iconic leagues out here, so I may end up joining one of them just for a little while. But I feel kind of bad about that, knowing that inevitably I'm going to leave. So I don't know. I figured he would. So, but that is that is the quick news as far as what I've been doing with this tune. It is a bonus marks weekend in DCUO. All marks right now are bonus. So this is the perfect time. They're getting us ready for Water's launch. This is the perfect time to level some tunes and get them where you want them. You know, get that gear that you have been trying to get. So I know now we definitely get bonus marks of, we definitely get bonus war bonds. I think we get marks of victory. I am not sure if it's everything. I'm gonna go take a look and see what's up right now because DCUO tweeted about it. In fact, I don't even have to do that. Let's go to the forums, or let's go to the website. DCUO. And I have to make sure I don't just go straight to DCUO blog guide because that's typically what happens. I have it saved in my favorites, and so when I type DCUO, it's like it takes me straight there. So let's see what's up. Hey, there's a few people twitching. It's war bonds and marks of victory. So are they leaving out? I guess I said it was everything. I was way wrong. Let's see what's up. If I can open the page. Bonus currency weekend, August 24th to 27th. So today is the 24th. It says get ready for Water's launch this weekend with bonus marks of victory and war bonds. This weekend from Thursday, August 24th through Sunday, August 27th, all players will receive bonus war bonds in Age of Justice and bonus marks of victory and all on-duty content. War bond. Okay, so that's it. War bonds and marks of victory. So those of you who were hoping for the Atlantean stuff, you're screwed. Sorry. Or not Atlantean. Themysciran. Amazonian, that's what I'm looking for. You're screwed. So that's happening. So we're gonna hit up some content kind of as much as we can and try to get some marks. The other thing that I'll go into a little bit before we get moving too much on the stream is that we are now partnered. We are a member of the Freedom Network and are super excited to be a part of Freedom. Today is actually our very first day, and so I don't know how good or whatnot that's going to be for the channel. I don't know if it's going to actually help us grow all that much or what, but I think it's a step in the right direction. I mean, we've been doing this on our own now for over a year. Right now we got up to 315 subs absolutely on our own without being partnered with anyone but YouTube. And today I signed off on partnership with the Freedom Network, and they look really cool. I'm excited to see what we can all do together. So you're not going to see changes necessarily to the content outside of maybe it getting cooler. I'm going to hopefully continue to just do the kind of stuff that I've been doing, more of it probably. But I get access to cool little things like graphics and logos and tons and tons more music than I'm used to having. So you'll see it probably in the sound beds more than anything, because we've been using the same kind of like YouTube generic stuff for a while. I started out making my own, and that just became way too time consuming because I would make a 2 or 3 minute video and then I would spend 12 hours writing and composing music to go with it. And it would just like every time I'd make a video I was like, gosh dang it, I don't have a week to put together a soundtrack to this video, because I am a super perfectionist when it comes to my music. And so I would just hammer over every little note and every beat and making everything sync up the way that I wanted it, and I'll do some of that from time to time, you know, but it became way too much to keep up with. So this way we'll have a ton of free copyright free music that we can use, and then I'll be able to partner or to, you know, kind of sling ideas back and forth with other Freedom members. I'll get support from them as far as teaching me things that I don't necessarily know about YouTubing, and so hopefully it makes it better for you guys too. We will see. The cool thing about Freedom, there is no contract, so I do not have to worry about You know, if it's not working, if it's not a fit for the channel, we can dump it. We don't have to use it. But I'm hoping that everything goes well. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think as we go along. If I get all corporate on you, you know, tell me about it. But I don't think I will. And that's not what they're about anyway. So we'll see. But all right, so we've gone through. We've talked about this tune. I broke the news to you about the partnership with Freedom. And before we sit here and do a whole lot of nothing, I am going to switch over to Rockvar, and because I want to go. Last time we talked about the gifts this week that we got from DC Universe Online. I want to go actually show those to you guys. I know I did a video on it, but sorry, I didn't mean to just burp in your ear there. I burped right in your face. But I'll show you the member gifts that we got, and that way you guys can see what's up. Well, you see the member gift right now. It's that aura that I'm wearing. The other thing was just the free gift. So, and then big changes in the game today. A lot of you guys that have been talking about kind of what you feel like is uneven or unbalanced content at lower tiers, some of that got fixed today in Game Update 74. I did a video on that. That's on the channel. You can check that out. Please share it. Give it a like. Please give it a like. One thing that you're going to see right now is my frustration ever since the stat revamp. Switch chat channels here, so I'm not yapping in the leagues here. Ever since the stat revamp, every time I log in, my loadout is wrong. It's not the one that I have saved or even the one that I was using last time I logged in. It's like what I had when I first logged in after the revamp. So every single time I've got to change my loadout. Is it going to do it? Yeah. And my clothes did not change. There we go. Delayed reaction. We got it. Ooh, look, bipolar girl standing next to me. We have those in our town, just walking around out on the street. We call them crackheads. No, I realize bipolar disorder is a real thing. Don't let it seem like I'm putting it down. I do have, and I don't have the aura on now. Let's warp to our base so we can get out of the noise. We were at Little Bohemia, and it's loud. Let's go. We got to go to Var Nation Studios. The very little used, but always redecorated Var Nation Studios. This is where the magic happens. Somewhat, not very often, but sometimes. This is where we'll shoot our videos. So, what I'm about to show you is some of the greatest base items ever to hit DC Universe Online. Here are the posters. These were free to all players this week. I love them dearly. I especially like this Aquaman #1. I think we have that. Oh, that's the new 52. Never mind. I like this other one. This one. That's not the new 52. Yeah. But look. See that? Jeff Johns. I mean, the detail on this, you can even see the... I wonder if I can actually use my iPhone to scan that barcode. That is tight. Notice it doesn't have the price on it, though. Normally it would say, what, $3.99 mostly? I think it's $3.99 direct sales. It was $2.99 for a long time. I think they upped it, but I'm not sure. But these are tight. Very, very cool. Thank you, DC Universe Online. I about pooped my pants when I saw them. So we've gotten those. Of course, you guys remember all the Batman v Superman posters we got. The Aquaman bust. The countdown to water has been phenomenal. The little Aquaman bust. Somewhere in another one of my bases, we got an Aquaman beach towel, the Aquaman emblem that I was wearing earlier. I mean, countdown to water has been amazing. And I know a lot of times I'll get in my studio area here. behind the camera. A lot of times over the past couple of years, people had complained. DC Universe Online had done the announcement for water, and then it kind of disappeared, and we're like, well, what the hell? Where did this water power go that you guys had talked about? And then at some point we started to wonder, is it actually something that's going to happen, or are they backing out? And then the whole time, and I'm assuming this because I don't know anyone, a dev or anyone behind the scenes at DC Universe Online that would say anything about it, but I'm assuming that entire time they've been working on all this cool stuff that we've been getting. And, thank you guys, because it's awesome. It's been a real good ride so far. I cannot wait for the 30th so that we can jump into Water Powers and see what's doing. I know we've seen it a little bit. Some of the I'm reading an email. Sorry. I'm okay. So I had emailed, and like I said earlier in the stream, we're now for the first time partnered. We're part of a partner program with Freedom, and they request in their contract that you let them know when you're going to be streaming. And so I emailed them earlier to find out, like, what does that mean? Do I have to tell you every time I stream and what it's going to be about? Or can I just tell you I'm streaming every other day playing DC Universe Online? Not sure. So they sent me an email saying basically you're doing the right thing by telling us that you're streaming. They just want to be able to protect basically, I don't know, their assets. I have no idea. Make sure that we're streaming something that is we're supposed to be doing, or we're allowed to be doing. And so that's what's cool about DC Universe Online, is they love the fact that people stream, and so there's really nothing to worry about as far as that goes, as long as I don't start doing stupid stuff that would get me in trouble, which I don't do anyway, so that's not a problem. But so I need to get, since we're getting bonus marks here, what do I need with this guy? I dig the fact that we can see this now. Oh yeah, let's go check out the oh no, I guess I don't have as many loyalty points left as I thought. Let's go check out oh, I need a ton of war bonds. We're not going to mess too much with that. Let's go check out the skill point thing. Well, that's one thing that we got today for spending your stat points. Now when you spend them, I guess you can't see it until you go to spend them, but when you place one, now you can pick how many you put in it, rather than just sitting here and hitting X 162 times 2, which is what I would have had to do before. But now, that's that. So Codename Savage, what's up, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream and the chat. I do have, let's see, well, let's go ahead and just queue up for some of the new stuff here right quick, because if I'm getting bonus stuff, I might as well knock that out while we're yapping, and then we'll just run through. I'll just do basically the couple of 4-player alerts that I can do with each of my tunes. I have Superboy now can do this new stuff. It's really super cool, and he does good too. I mean, like, I went in there, he's only a 180, I think he's a 188 now at DPS, and I went in there last night with it was me as a 188 DPS. I might have been a 187 at that point. I was in there with a tank who was like a 186 maybe. We had a healer who was like a 190 something, and we had a controller that was closer to 200, but they all stayed in their roles. We went through, I mean, I was a 188 or 87 DPS, and we smoked right through it. It was not a big deal. For those groups that are always DPS heavy, it is not necessary. We did just fine with that. And then I went through and controlled with another tune, and same kind of thing. We had a DPS that was like a one, just barely able to get in there. He was like 185 or 186, and we went right through and didn't have a problem. So it was super cool. Now that said, they did adjustments to content today. So if you're playing lower level content, and to get the specific numbers of, or not the specific numbers, to go and get the specifics as to what specific content was altered, go watch my other, after this stream, don't do it right now, go watch my other video that I put up earlier today. It is titled DCUO Game Update 74, and I did it in the updates with rock style, like I used to do the updates. And a lot of the lower tier content got adjusted. Basically, they lowered the health of the NPCs, they lowered the damage output of a lot of the NPCs, and so content should be a lot more doable for people now than what they were experiencing right after the stat revamp. Because there were a lot of people that were not thrilled with the way the content was. Now, they did say that the new episodes, they didn't really do anything to. So, like, for example, the one that we're in right now, we shouldn't see too much of a difference. They tapered,
if I've learned anything in my
how do I say that right? They did like a fade. They faded up. As the content got more difficult, they did less to lower the health and damage output of the NPCs until they got up to the new stuff, and then they did not do anything. So it's like the lower tier stuff, like tier 2 through say 4, got the bigger adjustments. Tier 5 through like 7, 6, 7 got slightly less adjustments, and then the top tier got no adjustments. And that way this stuff still stays, you know, kind of competitive. Codename Savage, right, man? He's gonna be right back. Thanks, buddy. After these messages, you'll be right back. And also, one huge change to the game. I mean, this is ridiculously huge. The Vault now drops scaling gear up to combat rating 171, I think. We're gonna check it out. But yeah, now there is a good reason to go into the Vault again. And that is because each day you're going to have a chance to get a piece of gear that's going to be relevant to your combat rating and help you progress. So if you've been going to the, you're one of those people like us that's been going to the Vault since launch daily with multiple tunes, and you've seen it all, you've got it all, you've done it all, there's another new reason for you to go to the Vault. We're just kind of running. I'm not following anyone right now. Who is my tank? Oh, I don't have one. That's why I'm not following anybody. I'm just kind of running around smashing stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Meddling pests. You're almost as annoying as the insufferable Justice Society. No matter, Savage's troops got what they came for. But let it not be said that Perdegaton is ungracious.
Perdegaton.
Someone from the past to keep you company.
So Bodhi went to the Vault for me today and apparently got me some cool stuff. I don't know that I need it for rock, but I'll definitely need it for my other tunes.
Infantry, attack!
What is it? He's got a napkin from Taco Bell.
Grenadiers, attack!
Dude, he loves napkins. He really does. I don't quite know what that's all about, but see, we've got 3 DPS in here. This guy's not going any faster than he normally would. Just actually maybe a little bit slower because we have to keep waiting for power and because people are going to die like that. The 199 tank that isn't tanking died. Imagine that. He's going to be pissed. Be like, healer. And because you keep getting knocked on your can when you don't have a tank. It's like, what am I doing here? Why do I keep getting knocked out? Well, it's because I don't have a tank. And now I am the tank. Except for I'm on the wrong side. And that's my own fault. I feel like after this I should be like, wow, that made things much easier. Look how smooth that was. It's almost like they're doing it to get a challenge, maybe. Another thing that happened today is elite content got a little bit harder. They basically made the health of the NPCs and damage output stronger in elite content so that in-game players would have more of a challenge, because when you start lowering you start making content easier, you start getting a whole hell of a lot of people that are going to be complaining that there's no challenge left in the game. So that was the point of elite stuff anyway, was to give people that are just so badass that they got, they don't find anything fun anymore, giving them something to do. Because, there are people that like a challenge, and I'm not one of them. I prefer to feel like a hero, feel like a super-powered being when I play. Sometimes it's fun. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes when you get into content, you really have to work to get through it. It is fun. It does give you something to feel good about yourself. But
My destiny is to end.
There's a big, huge difference between... He did what? He walked. Oh my god, my son just walked for the first time. And he did it while I was streaming. Congratulations, Bode. I don't know if you should do that. He might face plant. It might not be a great... I mean, he did it...
Yeah, he did it like...
Yeah, he wasn't trying. Because most of the time he's walking around now just by holding on to somebody's hand. He can't necessarily do it always on his own, but... he can definitely... Oh, I didn't even get my pet back out.
Walk back. Walk forward. Put it close.
My destiny is to
Huh. He's fascinated with doors. He's in there opening cabinet doors.
your fate is written. You are prisoners of fate.
Oddly enough, the healer seems to be doing just fine in here without any power whatsoever.
Fate will not be kind to you. It is your fate to die this day.
Reveal yourself, evil trickster. Eclipso, I might have known. For what twisted purpose do you take my form?
Did you not foresee this, good doctor? Oh, but of course not. You can see everyone's fate but your own. Pity. I'll give you a hint. Someone wants the Spear of Destiny, and I'm here to help them get it. But that's enough fortune-telling for now. I must be going. Oh, one last prediction. We'll see more of each other soon.
We cannot allow this ancient relic of power to fall into darkness.
I don't need any
Do not
loot.
smile on those who stand by while evil triumphs. Also, you should have known that wasn't me. I am not one to spout cliches.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's going to be riding a motorcycle. Joining Sam Crow.
I'm stretched too thin trying to keep the past and present from colliding. Dr. Fate would never have attacked you without provocation. While you were distracted, I'm sure Per Degaton has been up to no good.
We are stronger.
Damn, there is a lot of red happening here. Is this? Oh, okay. He's rage. He's tearing through these guys.
You're too late. I have the Spear of Destiny, and will take it to its new master. But fear not, meddlesome fools. When I erase this era from existence,
The Spear
the
of
pain you're about
Destiny.
to experience will never have happened. Eclipse.
It's like the pick of destiny.
You enjoy destroying them.
All right, Fate. Order is overrated. It's time for chaos to rule. I can't wait to have all of the fun in the past. It will make the present so much more disastrous.
You're going nowhere, Eclipso. And when we are done with you, we will find Per Degaton and end this madness once and for all. Order will triumph.
You're going down, Eclipso. Real Eclipso. If you hold still for more than a couple minutes, I will be killing you. Or knocking you down several times. I'll be putting you inside my rock cave and letting it explode. It's just a savage beating that we're taking through this whole thing. I feel sorry for this healer. He's just like, what the hell? Oh, I'm gonna die. I do not see... I don't even see my pet. What the hell? Did he kill her? She just hasn't respawned or something? Ah! Ah, damn it. Damn you, Eclipso. Ah. Finally. Cheesy Pete, that was ridiculous.
For the past, present, or future.
Let's try to look on the positive side here. The spear is a powerful relic, but at least it isn't out of place in the past. The Axis powers were never able to locate it during the war. So perhaps it won't cause any additional paradoxes.
Alright, how many marks did I get,
Yet
I
the
wonder?
spear must be recovered by someone eventually. History has told us so.
What the heck is this thing?
Whatever that may prove to be.
That's it.
That's the new stuff from the... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird name. I wonder if that's a glitch or something. And then you said you got me the demon thing. I love this. This is fun. I'm a demon. I'm a freaking four-eyed demon. Don't call me Four Eyes. I still keep the same powers. That's cool, though. I dig that. This is just me when I Hulk out. Like, ah, you messed with the wrong demon. Now I'm leaving. I think when I leave, it'll take me back to normal.
So wrong.
There we go. I'm a freaking demon.
Okay. Are you thirsty? Okay, let's go. I'm sorry, baby. I thought you weren't ready for it. All right.
He's ready for it, Mama. Let's see what this gear looks like. Is it a style I don't have? Noob? Psycho. Could be a good thing for my tank, though. Oh, it's 172 is the max item level. I was very wrong earlier when I said it was 171. Cool. So that's what you get from, that's what you can get from the vault now. I don't know that you're going to get a piece every time, but sometimes you will, and that's super cool. And then let's see how many marks we got. Quite a few. Very cool. So I will be hitting up raids because I've got raids that I can do. The rest of the 4 players, all the solo stuff. Hey, look at this guy. He's a werewolf. Alright, let's go see because I'm going to... I'm not going to do another one of those. I don't have much time to do that anyway. Let's go see what's up with Superboy. Because I guess I could actually go through one more time with him and show you guys what his DPS is like in there. Yo, Superboy. I worked hard on this look. I don't want to change it now. Of course, every once in a while I want to break out the Young Justice. I'm going to exchange those boots for these. I think. Maybe. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It all just depends. But I do love this Superboy. He is by far my favorite. Not favorite tune that I have, but I mean Superboy had been my favorite character for a long time, so I definitely want to keep him going. I'd like a better jacket. If we ever get a jacket that can replace this, but this is pretty darn close. I mean, I don't like the fact that you can see the red and the blue and all that stuff with it, but at least on the shirt itself, you know, the red is in the right place to where it kind of looks like the Superman emblem from a distance, and the blue definitely looks like what he was wearing. But it's about as close as I'm going to get in game now. So I don't know. Let's go. I don't want to do the same one we just did. I think that was War crimes. Maybe. We'll see. It doesn't matter. I'll queue for it. If we go, we go. If we don't, we don't. It's a Thursday night. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on, but we will go back out to Little Bow with this guy. I do like to go hang out at Bohemia with the iconic characters. Rockvar, not so much. Occasionally I will, just to do some recruiting out there. But for these guys, it's more of show and tell. It's kind of like, hey, look what I put together. Tigar.
Oh my god. Do something!
Connor Kent, hey, you're me, only you look nothing like me. What the hell? That's a cool outfit, though. I guess that's Connor Kent if he was a Green Lantern.
You've got to stop them.
Here's a Superman from Olympus, I guess. Kingdoms of Olympus. That looks pretty kick-ass. I never really thought of doing that with that outfit. Lewis Hunt, what's up? How have you been doing? We've been doing pretty good. Just hanging out, chilling, doing some streaming on the bonus marks weekend. Catching some bonus marks here. Or that's what we have been doing. Now we're just kind of going, hanging out at Little Bow, checking out the iconic tunes here for the last 10 or so minutes of the stream. See who's hanging out here. This place was packed earlier. Logan Flash 74. That guy looks more like Zod than Superman. He's got a big old burly beard. I like to say that. Burly beard. I'm not really seeing any iconics out here right now. They're all taking a nap. It's been a rough day of fighting crime. It's time to chill out. Go down and beat some gorillas. So, I wonder if she went to the... I wanted to see if Bodhi went to the vault for... Yeah, so here we go. Here's another piece of the scaling stuff that came from the vault. I don't know what's up with the title of it right now. That is really funny. Treasure Box Armor Trinket Vault Scaling G 10172 Green 5183 128 colon semicolon. I don't know what that is, if that's what that is. It's something. Oh, and we got a trinket. Or another trinket. Let's go with this trinket. Oh, hell yeah, we're going in. Oh, I was going to see if it did anything better for us than the last one. If we're very quiet and I don't make too much of a ruckus.
Amanda Waller here.
Lyda may not notice that I'm going to go over in this stream.
You'll be working with members of the Suicide Squad until the task is complete.
Oh, good
I
gravy.
assure you, they will be on their best behavior.
Everyone and their brother wants to DPS. Nope, just two of us, huh? That's cool. All right, we got a 193 DPS in here with us. Let's see how close we can be to this 193. I'm a 188, so I'm not that far below him actually in combat rating. There's a good chance I am far below him as far as skill points are concerned. And he's going to be a nice dude. He says he will troll at the bosses if that's okay. Yeah, man. Thanks for asking, I guess, or telling us. That's nice. see what we can do.
Athena.
I think this is where I was yesterday when I gotta, you know, pay attention. Where is our tank? There he is. He's getting pissed that we're all running ahead, probably. Sorry, buddy. It's like, damn it, we get 2 DPS in here, and actually he was responding, I think. No, he wasn't. It's like, damn it, we get 2 DPS in here, and all of a sudden nobody wants to follow the tank. That's not my MO, man. I like to follow tanks. I'm not getting much power back.
That was a mistake.
Because all my mods are off now. I've gotten scaling gear to the point where all the mods that I had put on, the might and power mods, are now gone. I have empty sockets. And so I'm not getting the power back that I had been getting, which was nice. When I was all socketed up, you guys could see that the power back was great. I was getting power all over the place. But as soon as those sockets are empty, I'm getting jack tizzy. That's not really a word, but I'm not getting much of anything.
Hera, guide my attack.
See how we eat through this boss.
Now
He's still gonna go ahead
you'll
and
pay.
DPS, so that's alright. We're not to a boss yet, and I'm not gonna get pissed if he doesn't, because it's different when you're in with like a 188, you know. I can kind of see, I can understand why someone would want to pitch in on the DPS and say, hey, you know, you might
Their
just
shields are
be a little
electrical
lackluster,
powered.
buddy.
If
We
can
don't know.
overload these generators,
But
we
when
can
you're at
use them as a
200,
weapon.
there's no reason. At that point, it's just like, Jonathan Williams, what's up, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. He says, what else bonus? I know the aura. I had watched your video. We got the posters, of course. The Aquaman posters. As far as this is concerned, what we're doing is bonus marks. So we're getting bonus war bonds and bonus marks of victory right now through Sunday. So from now until the end of the day on Sunday, or the beginning of the day on Monday, however you want to look at that, we're getting bonus marks
In my world, you are my mother.
of
and
victory
I am
and
Wonder Woman.
war bonds. That is it. So any other marks, you know, like ancient coins, we're shit out of luck on that. No bonus ancient coins. But it's good for everybody else. You know, I'm not working on those ones right now anyway, so it doesn't really hurt me too much. But yeah, if you're doing anything that drops war bonds, you're getting a bonus, and you're also getting marks of victory bonus. So, which is cool. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of Legends PvE this weekend because Nexus is up right now. I don't know if it's changed yet. I don't think it has. But Jonathan Williams, your birthday is the 28th of August. Well, happy early birthday, bro. You got 4 days until it's party time for you, man. That is, if we're streaming on that day, we'll sing you the birthday song. And it may not be the birthday song that you're thinking of, because my family has a special birthday song that we sing to each other.
A trap. Doesn't look like we'll be able to force our way through.
It's kind of annoying, but it's funny. And every birthday, either my mom, my sister, we always give a call, leave a voicemail if the person doesn't answer, like a lot of times happens because somebody calls at the butt crack of dawn, and I like to sleep in on my birthday, and they sing the birthday song. So I will, if we stream on your birthday, I will sing you the birthday song, buddy. I don't expect you to necessarily join my stream on your birthday, because I would assume you probably have better things to do than hang out with us, but if you do, you will get serenaded, my friend. And I would, you know, I have a lovely singing voice, so it should really mean something to you. It's very, well, you know. I know you do, man. You're always on here. I I would say that I've been told I sound like a mixture of Fergie and Jesus, but that's already been used, so I don't know. You can't really, it can't really be described by human ears, because to humans it might not sound right. Ah,
You're
Jonathan
going
sometimes
down.
just watches, not texts. That's cool, man. Well, we appreciate the support. What are you pointing at? Gosh damn it! Lyda, get out! About 10 minutes ago I told him if I'm very, very quiet and I don't start any shit, Lyda will not notice that we're gonna go over on the stream.
We must not let ultra-humanites
You were here when the stream started? Oh, right on.
Control panels stop the flow of energy.
It doesn't look like they shut off completely. At the very least, we can direct the energy
Thanks,
somewhere
man.
else.
Sometimes these numbers on here are deceiving. I know I've, sometimes it says there's nobody watching when there is. It just depends on how you're watching, I think. Whether it's on YouTube or on your phone or stuff like that, or on the PlayStation. I don't know that it counts every direction, but... So sometimes I think I'm alone when I'm not, and it's funny, because someone will jump in after something I've said, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think anybody heard that. Ah. Gotta watch myself. I love streaming though. If I could do this for a living, of course, wouldn't anyone? I mean, if we could all do it, there would be no reason to have real jobs. Yeah, it says on YouTube there's 3. Yeah, and on here it says 2. And I don't know how the heck they count certain things, because when I get done and I go and look before the video goes up, I can see it in my creator studio thing, and it'll say how many people watched it, and it's the numbers are never the same as they were on the counter. So I don't know. But that's not what it's about anyway. It'd be fun for me if just you and a couple other people watched it. That's fine. Because pretty much I'm talking to you guys anyway. That's the way I kind of do it. I just assume I'm talking to there's a couple people, you, Shadow Dragon, Magus, Lewis, Casper, Gambit, I don't think his name's Gambit on here. There's a few people that have been watching the stream since, for a long time, that I mostly just assume I'm always talking to you guys. Lewis, how would you say rage, sorcery, and munitions are as powers? Well, munitions I have never used. Wow, I just got a feat. Munitions I have never used, so I can't say. Rage I love. It's probably one of my more favoritist powers. It's not really what I shouldn't say it that way, because my English teacher would smack me. So would my wife probably if she were here. But I really do love rage. Sorcery I like sorcery. I've never DPS'd with it, but I know that since the stat revamp, it is a viable DPS power. But mostly what I've used that for has been healing. And hey, looky here. And it's, to me, I do electric healing, or electricity healing, most often. But sorcery is a really good healing power. That's probably would have been my go-to, and probably would be still my go-to healing power, just because it kind of to me makes more sense to be that sorcery could be used for that than it does electricity. I think of that more as doing damage. But I like them. To be honest with you, right now I haven't seen a power set that I don't like. The thing that I would say about munitions, I don't have a reason to use it because I don't have any characters that use guns. But if I were to have like a Jason Todd or I don't know, Deadshot, or some of the other characters that do use weapons like that, it'd probably be pretty awesome. From what I've seen of other characters using it, it looks very fun. I would do a Sergeant Rock, I think, if I were to go that direction. I don't know what's going on in the next room, but it sounds like a Care Bear just had... I'm going to say this and then regret saying it. It sounds like a Care Bear's having an orgasm in there. There's a lot of giggling going on. They're in there watching Dino Trucks, which is the actual thing. I guess it's, I haven't watched it, but
release him now.
They watch it quite often.
One, let alone 2 Wonder Women of Themyscira.
2 or 20, it doesn't matter how
I was
many
watching Teen
women
Titans
of
Go
wonder you
earlier
bring,
today,
Themyscirian
this
or
morning
not,
actually,
my glorious
before
new
work. It was on
experiments
real
will
early,
destroy you.
and God, it was hilarious. They were in school, they were in high school, I think, and Robin got them all kicked out, and the volume wasn't up very loud, so I don't know exactly what they were saying, but all I know is that all of a sudden Robin just started crane kicking everyone in the face, and he would say before he did it, he'd be like, crane kick, and it was just freaking hilarious, and they ended up getting expelled from school because he was kicking the shit out of everyone. I actually, because we were big into the regular Teen Titans cartoon, and after watching Teen Titans Go, it's just not the same. Like, I go back and try to watch that one, I'm like, it's just not funny. But it's just not supposed to be funny, but mildly funny, I guess. But it's just not, I don't know, something about what they've done with Teen Titans Go has just been, it's really struck a chord with us. It's been really, really exciting. On another note, though, that Teen Titans live action show that's getting ready to come out, they just cast Starfire. They've got Raven, Starfire, and I want to say they've got Nightwing cast already. And I cannot wait. The only problem I see right now is the girl they cast as Raven looks real young, like probably too young to be the same age as the others. But I think what they're going for here, and this is kind of probably the reason that they're doing it, is that they, you know, in the new Teen Titans, it's Raven's involved in that, but she was also involved in the original Teen Titans. And so I'm thinking that they're going to make her a little bit younger than Dick and Star, just so that she can also be, it can be like feasible that she would be involved with Impulse and Superboy once they're, you know, on the team. So that kind of makes sense. I don't know that they're going to have Superboy on this show, but, or Cassie. They should have Cassie. My God, if they don't, I'm going to be so pissed. But then again, if they have Cassie and they don't have Superboy, I'm going to be pissed.
That was a mistake.
In some freaking incarnation of these characters outside of just the comic books, they have got to hook these two up together. Damn it. It's really making me mad. They're like my it couple. Of course, Superman and Lois Lane. But really more so, it's Cassie and Connor for me. So, like, well, not more so, I shouldn't say it like that, but I don't know. It just pisses me off that in Young Justice, they weren't an item, and it's not looking like it's going to be that way anymore anyway in anything. But in DCUO, if you go to the Gotham Wastelands, you can catch Connor and Cassie. Seems like there's going to be a love triangle starting there, or a love fest. Jonathan Williams, Young Justice's favorite person is Superboy. Yeah, me too, man. I feel like they did a really good job on him. In fact, I have used that get on board or get out of the way line in real life on multiple occasions. Just because that was such a Superboy thing to say.
but thanks for the rescue, Polly.
I wouldn't have come to save your scruffy behind if you weren't constantly flying off into danger.
I might have got some stuff I can use here.
Brains. And I don't know how many times I have to tell you, don't call me Polly.
Ah, heck. You know me, Polly. Always causing trouble.
I don't know. We'll see. Lida's gonna have me strung up over this 5 minutes and 27 seconds here.
I, Per Degaton, can see your every move. I am Time's master.
She's coming to check right now, aren't you? You're coming to check how much over I went? So far, we're up to 5 minutes. I'm Jack the Pumpkin King because I turn into a pumpkin when it reaches an hour of the stream.
And I will take infinite and violent enjoyment.
I'll take it. I'll be a pumpkin.
Insufferable JSA
For the rest of my life, if it means I can only go 5 minutes over on the hour. Someday I have to be a big boy and stream more than an hour. I mean, this is a real short stream in comparison to what most people who stream do. Oh my, look at that. Of course he trolled, didn't he? Did he troll? Yeah, he trolled a little. But I'm going to take it and run with it. I'm going to be like, look at that, I out DPS to 190 something with my 188, even though he probably trolled through 2 bosses that I didn't pay much attention to. That was a good group. I enjoyed this run a hell of a lot better than I did the one I went through with Rock in the first part of the stream. And we had 3 high-powered DPS, and this one we only had us 2, and he trolled a lot of the time, and we had a tank. And that, for me, is what makes it, Lewis Hunt said, I'm sorry, bro, what you say about the iconic character when I said you make them. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I may not have seen that. Yeah, I do make them. When I can. When I can. This one is entirely me. I did this all on my own. I think every outfit this Superboy has, but a lot of them my brother, because that's his thing. He designs iconic characters outfits in the game. He's got a blog, Look Iconic DCUO on Tumblr, and he does just every universe in the multiverse he's done, clear up through like Earth 30 something, and it's just it's what he does. He's really good at it, and so for my other tunes, he does the design for them. Lewis says, you're fine, it's just that when asked I left for a few minutes and I wouldn't make sure I ain't miss what you said, bro. No, it's cool, man. I certainly understand, but I'll show you real quick. So this is Superboy JLU, and that one I'm responsible for making the costume of. And I feel like we should have some music to go to it. Rockvar, of course, I always do his, which isn't anything special. This one I made on my own. It's a complete disaster so far until I get my brother to look at it. So you can't really look at that. Superman JLA, he did. That's all him. Vibe JLU, I did this one myself. It's just a work in progress. Wally West JLA, this was my brother. Dark Knight JLA, this is also my brother. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Lewis said that wasn't a disaster. It was actually cool. Troy Grayson, that's, I don't know, he's iconic. This was my brother's design. Jake Eric JSA. And Connor Prime is all me, but that's a made-up character. And these were all me, but they're made-up characters. This was Lida's first tune she ever had. And then I've got my evil Rockvar. So I've got some. I'll be adding more. I have 17 characters now. I'm super proud of that, because I just got my first character slot that I added to it. This is Jackson West, so this is funny. I made these tunes when I first started playing DCUO. Jackson West and Kate West. They are in an alternate reality, the twin children of Wally West. For some reason, Jackson is very short. You may have seen Jackson in one of my older DCUO news or Var Nation news skits. He was one of the anchors, and he had talked with a real high-pitched kind of voice. Kate West is his sister. She's kind of slutty. That's all I can say. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it, buddy. Ooh, look at all that fire. He said, your tunes are lit, bro, and he put fire stuff up there. Emojis. Nice. Or whatever. That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining the stream. I'm going to wrap it up before Lyda does come in and behead me. I'm now 10 minutes over. She will try to take it out of the next stream, but I will not allow it. She won't, she says. Oh my gosh, what's happened here? Something crazy has happened. Oh, she's got something she wants me to do. So, but anyway, we'll be back on, today's Thursday, we'll be back on Saturday for our next stream. And we will see you guys then. Thanks, Lewis Hunt. Thanks, Jonathan Williams. Thank you guys for joining the stream and hanging with us here in the chat. Be sure to check out our other videos on the channel. And says, Lewis Hunt says, well, thanks for the best live stream of Toast for me. Stay safe, bro. Thanks, guys. We'll see you all later. I will be back live again, like I said, Saturday, and we should have a couple more videos coming up on the channel between now and then. Be sure to check out our latest video we put up earlier today, going through what happened in Game Update 74, and this video here will be up on YouTube in about an hour, so if you missed the beginning, you can go back and catch it there. Please give it a share and a like, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you all very much. For Lyda and Bodhi, this is Rock Var saying play on.